What's up, guys? Doing a video on Full Tilt Poker 7 game, and we're playing limit stud high low. I've been leading the whole way. I started off with the 7-8 of clubs, and just gonna keep firing. I've played with MexLuck before. He's kind of a fish, and I take it down, which is a good result because as you can see, all I had was a low. If he had any pair, he folded the best hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and call here. This is not a bad starting hand. It's not great, but it's decent enough to call limp. I have a pair and two low cards. This guy probably started off with three low cards, so I'm gonna re-raise him. I think he's probably got three low cards and a 10. So apparently he's trying to tell me that he has a little more than that. This is a little concerning to me since I only have three low cards and a really low pair. I'm gonna fire here. I have a pair and I have a low, and he gives it up, which is a little bizarre. I can't exactly. Hmm, it's kind of limp here, and didn't call any raises. The reason I didn't raise there is because I didn't want to. I didn't really want to play for $4. And with a hand like this, you kind of want to keep players in because this hand has a lot of different possibilities. You could go, it could turn into a low hand. It could turn into a good high hand. So you want to get good odds. We brick off on Fifth Street, and this guy, he obviously has a mid low, and he could possibly be drawn to a straight. I'm just gonna get out. I don't have that much invested in the pot, so as you can see, the fish here is calling along. I played with him. I haven't played Raz in a while, but these are the notes I had on him from when we played Raz together. And I have him marked in purple, so that's kind of my tag for fish. Now this is we just switched games to Raz, and in case you guys didn't know, 7 game is the 5 horse games: limit hold'em, limit Omaha high low, limit Raz, limit stud high low, followed by no limit hold'em and pot limit Omaha. I have a rough 8 here, but I do have a lot of my duplicate cards already out, so I'm gonna raise here. And what I mean by duplicate cards are those are low cards that if you know that if I hit would be pairs in my hand, which is bad. So seeing that 4 of them are already out of the deck, that makes it a little less unlikely that I will get any pairs in my hand. Which when you have 3 low cards and you see 4 of your duplicate cards out of the deck, that makes your hand a little bit stronger. So a rough 8, which was what I had. I think it was which was 7 or 873, which is a rough 8, isn't is a good hand. It's not a really strong hand, especially, when I was first to act. But I raise here with the ace up, and but I had four cards, or actually, yeah, I had five cards uh, that were that would that were. Oh no, wait, sorry. Back to the last hand. Okay, one, two, three. Yeah, see, I already had five cards out that were duplicates of my hand, which made my hand a lot stronger, and that's why I played it from early position. I'll fold here. We'll go back to the one hand. I did have a king buried, but I had an ace showing with an 8 and a 10 left to act after me. Um, so I was basically playing my up card and not really playing my hand. And that's what you're gonna do a lot of when you're playing Raz. Is you're basically gonna be playing your up cards and playing your opponent's up cards. So we're off to a good start on this. I started off with $100 and up about $28 at the moment. And in Raz, the bring in is always the highest card, which is the opposite of stud. In stud, it's always the lowest card has to bring it in. And I'm pretty good at Raz. I actually spent a whole month playing it, but I actually haven't played it in a while, and I do feel a little bit rusty right now. The weakest game that you'll see me play in the 7 game is stud, followed by a stud high low. But I'm not very strong in those games, but I play them well enough to be a winner in most games, especially in the low to mid stakes games. And when you're playing mixed games, make sure you always know what game you're playing. Don't just look at your hand and think, oh, I got pocket queens in my raise. Always be paying attention to what game you're playing. And always be paying attention, always be making sure that your opponents know what game it is. Because it will happen more than you think it happens. Your opponents will not realize that the games have switched. And it happens a lot in between Raz and Stud. Players will not realize that the game played, and they'll pick up a hand like Ace Deuce 3 and think that they've got the world in their hand, and not realize that the games have switched to Stud. Okay, we're switching to Limit, Omaha High Low. This used to be a game that I used to be really, really good at, and I really haven't played much of it in the last 2 or 3 years. Um, Go ahead, wait for the big blind. I don't want to post out a turn. But I used to be really good at this game, and it was either I was really good at it and everyone else was really bad at it. But I definitely think the rest of the field has caught up to me in the last couple of years. They don't seem to dominate the game quite like I used to. Um, and I seem to be a little better at pot limit and no limit Omaha High Low than I am at limit Omaha High Low. So I may make some mistakes playing playing the limit, but I think I still play it well enough to make a profit. and be prepared to get drawn out a lot.